What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Indiana Pacers. Okay, so they got a new coach in Nate McMillan. In the past, his record is sitting at around 500. But what should we really expect from these Pacers? They lost Frank Vogel, who was an anchor to the defense. Larry Bird vowed in the offseason they're going to play a faster offense. Nate McMillan, their new coach, for most of his career has played a very slow half-court offense. So what do we really expect? And can Nate McMillan mesh with the wants of Larry Bird? And can he instill what Larry Bird wants to do? Will he be able to? Because it's obviously something that he doesn't believe in from his past coaching experience. So that's a big question in their off season. Of course, though, their off season acquisitions were one of the best. They picked up Jeff Teague, Thaddeus Young, Al Jefferson, Aaron Brooks, Jeremy Evans, a couple others. I can see this team being great on offense, and actually they could be pretty decent on defense as well. But is Nate McMillan really going to put it together? That's the question. He's got a lot of pieces, and usually you'll find teams that are that deep, it's either really easy or really difficult to put them together. And sometimes the GM just almost creates chaos for the coach, which is also the case in Denver, where the bench could start and the starters could sit on the bench. So when you have teams that deep and there's a bunch of guys that are good, but you don't have too many that are great, you're gonna be stuck with that problem. And that's kind of where the Indiana Pacers are, outside of I'd say Paul George and Miles Turner, who I expected big things from before he was drafted, and I expected big things from this year. They're gonna need at least another 3-point shooter. That wouldn't hurt them. And if their defense can be a top 10 defense like it's been top 5, but if they can just be a top 10 defense and their offense drastically improves under Nate McMillan and Larry Bird, then we could see a different Indiana Pacers team. Al Jefferson and Aaron Brooks could be big off the bench, especially Al Jefferson. He could score for days, so expect a lot from him. How Nate McMillan puts it together again is going to be quite interesting. Playoff-wise, I have them as the 5th seed, but things could change if Nate can get these guys working together. Because honestly, with the talent they have, they could easily be the 2nd seed. But do they have the teamwork? I have my data about how they'll play, since Nate, as we talked about before, typically likes to play a slow offense and then everybody wants him to play fast. But if he can buy into this and get them to play fast and just keep the defense as a top 10 defense, not even a top 5, the Pacers could surprise a lot of people this year, and they're one of my picks to surprise a lot of people. They could, because they've definitely have a bit more talent than Toronto. I think they have a bit more talent than Boston, but if they can put it together, these Pacers are going to be deadly. So keep an eye out for them. Keep an eye out for the coaching. We'll see how it goes.